Pete, first let's look back at the game on Sunday. Must have been real disappointment in the camp after that.
Yeah, it's never nice losing away from home, because you've got, 3-hour bus journey home, traffic on the M1 to boot, to think about it, and clearly those journeys pass far quicker when you've won the game and you can reminisce about the good times. Unfortunately, those good times are probably too few and far between on Sunday.
What were the positives to take out of the match?
There were a few. Our defensive display on the whole was very sound. They scored a couple of tries from driving lineouts, but for the main part we were pretty happy with that. And from a set piece point of view, we managed to get a few strike plays in there to trouble Nottingham. But just on the whole, we didn't really play enough rugby, and sort of come back from it feeling like we didn't leave our stamp on the game.
From a backs coach point of view, and would you have liked to seen the ball more in hand, or did they just maybe not get that opportunity?
No, there were certainly opportunities out there. Nottingham are a team that enjoy playing rugby, expansive rugby, and we actually forced them with good defence into lots of turnovers. So we got to play off plenty of turnovers. Unfortunately, we didn't make the most of those opportunities, and not troubling the scoreboard was a particular disappointment. I think we've been freely scoring for the majority of the season. The last couple of games, that's dried up a little bit, and the conditions were there to play. Nottingham definitely showed how to play with the ball in hand, and perhaps we could take some lessons from them.
How are the boys feeling this week, given the manner of the defeat, in the last few minutes, and the fact that they leapfrogged us in the league as well? What's the mood in the camp? Well,
we got to dust ourselves down. There's obviously disappointment across the board, but we've got another tough game this week. We're playing Leeds, and Leeds are, belie their position. They're far better than where they sit in the league. They were finished third in the league last year and have much of the same squad. So they pushed Worcester very, very hard a couple of weeks ago, and arguably it's a harder game than Nottingham. So there's no sort of hiding behind disappointment. We've got a short week, and we're at home, and we expect our performances at home this year have been of a much higher standard than the away performances. So we've got to get back to that home form and make it uncomfortable for Leeds on Saturday.
What do you expect from Yorkshire Carnegie, as they're now called? What do you expect from them as a team?
Well, they're under new management, galvanised a little bit, I think, by maybe some fresh voices, and playing with some spirit. They've definitely changed their form around since they changed their management, and they will see us I'm sure as a winnable game. I'm sure they will. Look at the videos of the last couple of games, and our losses, and you can take a lot of lessons from those, and that they will come, I'm sure, with renewed confidence. They gave Worcester a really, really tough game for 60 minutes, as we did at home. So I think it'll be a very, very even game. We have to, personally, as London Scottish, we've got to get back to playing our way of rugby, and scoring tries.
Do you expect them potentially to be in the mix for the top four at the end of the season? Yeah,
well, by losing to Nottingham at the weekend, we've given probably renewed hope to two or three teams, and Leeds being one of them. Rotherham back in the mix, and Rotherham and Nottingham obviously play each other on the weekend. So there's certainly more. Cornish Pirates, who we play the week after, are up there in and around as well, and we're playing direct competitors every week, it seems, at the moment. That's why these games are so crucial, and to lose both to Worcester and Nottingham, teams either side of us in the league, is particularly disappointing. So we've got to get back to a home win, but it's not about the winning, it's performance, and if we perform to our best, I'm confident we'll win the game, but we're not getting there at the moment.
It's a key stage of the season, isn't it? We've probably lost a wee bit of momentum. It's a case of trying to get that back starting on Saturday.
Very much so, very much so. We had a really tough run of games. Christmas, for whatever reason, is a little bit of a distraction for everyone. Everyone in sport, you get bogged down with too many turkey sandwiches, perhaps. But no, we're at home, and barring Worcester, we're unbeaten at home this year, and push Worcester all the way. So confident of our home form. Leeds have got a long way to come on a bus, and we hope to meet them with our true selves on Saturday.
And hopefully a few tries for the home crowd to savour.
Yeah, I mean, our try scoring at home has been free flowing, and if the weather, I've looked at the report, it looks like it's raining all week, so hopefully that's not the case on Saturday. We've been very lucky with the weather on most home games, and we're able to put that out there.
Just finally, we've signed Matt Hawke in a permanent contract this week. He joined us on loan in November. You've also been impressed with what he's shown so far.
Yeah, again, he was a big part of that defensive display from the weekend at Nottingham. Really good defender, and put in another big performance at 13 for us at the weekend. So we're looking forward to seeing him go for, between now and the end of the season. Lots of big games, but we've got to get back to some winning ways.
Thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.